corresponding with him off and on since 73, very consistently, since for the last 19 years he's been in Pelican Bay. Shoo, security housing unit, which is, folks, is a windowless cell in a concrete block with no windows, high-tech, control unit, supermax. No phone calls, no contact visits, bad food.
No human touches.
No human touch whatsoever. When he does get out, it's just into another closet-like outdoor 20-foot high wall enclosure where he has nothing. No ball, no company, no nothing. He can jump up and down and run around for a minute. That's it. But Hugo Pinel, Yogi Bear, is an amazing man, and they have tried everything they can to break him, and they can't. He is unbroken. He's still in strong spirit. He gets denied every time he goes to the board, but
recently he got denied 15 years.
That was rescinded because of the year.
It was rescinded, but the fact that they gave it to him.
Right, and they will give it to him again.
Yes.
They just gave Leonard Peltier, I hate to be the one to announce it, but it just came over the news today, that Leonard Peltier, American Indian Movement, another righteous soldier,
a warrior
for his people, denied parole and told to come back in 15 years, 2024. Leonard Peltier.
This is how they do people who engage in struggle.
Exactly.
This is how they do people who put their life on the line for their people to fight against oppression.
Exactly.
And the people need to support these soldiers. I mean, they put their life on the line. Some of the changes that exist in society today happen because of sacrifice that people like these brothers made and sisters also made.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, he's in a long tradition of revolutionary movement against an unrighteous, unjust, inequitable, fascist system.
Absolutely.
And George had just finished the manuscript of Blood in My Eye, his second book, published posthumously or after his death. And I highly recommend it. Can we show folks the jacket cover, Stephen, of Blood in My Eye? This book today is so relevant. All you have to do is substitute Iraq or Afghanistan for Vietnam, and you have the same picture. It's unbelievable how amazingly accurate he projected what is going on today. What he analyzed and spoke of what is going on today. And talk a little bit about his reputation among prisoners and how he's being honored today.
Well, his reputation among prisoners was that he was a get-down brother. He was he was a revolutionary brother. I mean, everybody knew that about George. He wasn't into racism. He wasn't into perpetrating madness. He even talked against some of the things that people did. He didn't believe in talking shit to other people. If something has to happen, then it happens. But he believed wholeheartedly in changing this society, uprooting it, making it a better world.
Right.
He even have a quote, which I used to know, but I think I have forgotten, about
tell me a little bit.
Your quarrels.
Oh, I have that. Together. Oh, I know it. I'll quote it.
Yeah.
Settle your quarrels.
Settle your quarrels.
Come together. Understand the reality of our situation. Understand that fascism is already here. That people are already dying who could be saved. That generations more will die or live poor, butchered half-lives if you fail to act.
Give up your
Do
life.
what must be done.
Give up your life.
Discover your humanity and your love in revolution. Pass the torch. Join us. Give up your life for the people.
For the revolution.
For the people.
For the people.
Yes.
Right on.
Right on.
See,
that was George.
I used to know it by heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And another, that's one of my favorites of his. And another one that's so applicable today is fascism has temporarily succeeded under the guise of reform.
Absolutely.
Quote unquote. In fact, he said if there were one word that could describe fascism, it would be reform. And think about it, welfare deform, right? They just pulled out, that was supposed to be reform. They snatched the safety net out from under mothers with dependent children. How many other and campaign finance reform? Now we're spending billions instead of millions on campaigns. And now they're talking about healthcare reform, which is really healthcare deform, and they've just cut it. Medical and
dental care.
They just cut our dental care and our eye vision care. Right. So much for that mess. And we're running clean out of time. Thank you so much, Sundiata, Willie Tate, for joining us here on Freedom. Thank Stephen Leader for board opping, and thank you, viewers, for tuning in to SF Live. I'm your host, Kilu and Yasha. Tune in next week. We'll have Nadra Foster here to talk about police brutality. Power to the